going to load automated mines, and we are going to unload automated mines on Venus. Now, I guess I can make that a cycle move, and you should be able to do this. We'll see how we get on in 30 days. The crew of the USS Washington has completed shore leave and is fully rested. Okay, so I guess while we wait for our new jump drives to be constructed, I'll take out the Washington and have it resume orders of surveying. Then at least we have it busy. And then we'll have it in and retrofitted to the new class. But it would be quite the honour for the Washington to go out and explore new star systems. Okay, oh, that was pretty quick. I may have spoke too soon. I think we may need a reactor. As in, I don't know, I don't believe it has power requirements. It probably has power requirements. It would make sense. Right, so we could actually design one, so let's see. So, max ship size is 60. So does that mean it could carry a ship that was 3,000 tons? Not sure. How heavy are the zombies? I think they're only about 4,000 tons? So, That could take 6,000 tons, but the actual thing itself weighs 1,500 tons. I think this is how they work. It's interesting. I mean, I could have it remove the the gravitational center, then it be classed as a commercial vessel. Right. 2,500 tons. So that would be the size of the engine. It would be able to take a ship up to 10,000 tons into hyperspace. So if we take a look at the Toronto, the Toronto weighs 4,200 tons. So, with the jump drive, so 4,200 plus obviously 2,500, that brings to about 6,700 tons, which is decent. We could add a lot more fuel onto the actual ship itself then, and we'd probably be able to make it more efficient actually. So, that might do. Size 50 might do. I mean, it's probably larger than what we need. Well, it's definitely larger than what we need, but at least it'd be able to take larger, we'd be able to retrofit the ship in the future. So we'll go up to about, well, then again, maybe 40. 140 bring us to 8,000 tons. Fuck it, I'll go to 50, well, size 50. And then we know that the ship is going to make it. Right. So could that be, Sanders aero engines, it's not really aeronautics, but hey ho. So we'll have that designed. I do want weapons, actually. I mean, this is dangerous. I mean, it could go badly, but I think that's okay. So we'll have our scientists research the new engine. So we're going to take... actually, we're ready to do it right now. Fantastic. Right, our first exploration into the unknown. How long do we have our labs? Well, what would be a good idea is probably to have a harvester, a thorium harvester, sent through one of the the hyperspace tunnels, what do you want to call them, and have that basically sit over in the new solar system and just basically collect fuel, and then at least using that, it would be pretty good. We'd be able to have, like, fuel over there. Okay, then again, we could always construct a jump gate, and then we wouldn't have to have a jump engine on the actual ship itself. Which would make a lot of sense, especially for something like that, like a thorium harvester / freighter. Okay, finally, another research center. I do need to increase my build rate. It's something we definitely need to do. Okay, so how are we going with the surveyed systems? Surveyed bodies. Yeah, that's quite nice, actually. Take a look at our geo reports over here. See what we have. minerals. Sheriff minerals. Okay. Right, Venus, of course we know about. Jupiter, Europa. Actually, I could sort by amount, actually. That's a nice amount of uranium. Not much thorium on neutronium. Not much. Ah. Ah. Okay. Is it really even worth looking at? Actually, no, I was about to say, is it worth looking at asteroids? But no, that one has a decent amount. So some of these actually have gravity. That's a decent amount. Yeah, we're getting some nice ones over here now. Could it be to do with their size, diameter? Yeah, these ones are actually quite small, aren't they? Interesting. Ah, that is very interesting. Of course, the largest body in the system is Jupiter. Okay. Now another 30 days tick by. Well, I'm hoping that we can find some of the rarer materials on some of these asteroids in the outer belt, but I doubt it. My luck is not that good. Never has been that good. Right, we have 82 automated mines on Venus, so at least those orders are going through now, which is lovely. That's nice. Still have a 16 left, but how is mining going on Venus? It is going quite well. Yeah, it's a decent mining rate. So, yeah, you can see how that's come down from 1 million years, but still 100,000 years, that's that's a long time. So at least we're getting different resources. We have a lot of copper mines. But at least we're getting some iridium, macassium, moronite to top that off. Macassium is probably the most important here. Well, it's the most abundant here, but at least we don't have that much remaining on Earth, so at least we're gaining it now. We just increase our stockpiles. And that's very important. We might start our first human colony soon. Right, we have another... Right, so we've completed our research into the jump drive. So we actually have a jump drive functional. So I think we'll put all our people into these mining productions, just increase our mining rate. Just for the time being. Now let's take a look at the design of the new Zambia. The Zambia Mach 4. So we'll rename... Ah, fuck's sake. Rename... Zambia... MK4. Okay, so 4,200 tons. So I'll strap a jump drive on here. Where's the jump drive? Is this it? Oh, there it is, okay. Right, so that brings us up to 7,200 tons. It can take about 10,000 tons. Yeah, max ship size, well, max ship size is 10,000 tons, so it could take it. We have a range of 141 billion kilometers. It's still designated as a military vessel. I may remove the gravitational sensors over here, so then it's at least... Well, then again, I have a military jump drive, but it's still classed as a commercial. Ah, bugger it. Bugger it. Then again, I do need to have that on there so I can find more jump points. Buggery, buggery, buggery. Well, fuck it. We'll just go in, we'll have it as it is. I'd like to just make this a more interesting design process. So we can add more fuel on here. I mean, we could add 1 million litres of fuel onto this thing. It's a little bit excessive, but it should ensure that we have a good amount of fuel left. I might add a thorium harvester, and then in the direst of emergencies, at least we... Oh no, that brings our weight up quite a lot. Yeah, and it brings our maintenance down quite heavily. It would be nice, but it's too heavy. So instead we'll use that space. We'll have some more engineering spaces on here then. Maybe some more sensors. I could add another engine on. No. Ah. It would be nice, actually. Only one type of engine. If we add another engine on, that brings us to 10,450 tons. So we need to lose 450 tons. So if we get rid of the 10 smaller fuel storages. So we'll get rid of these 10 fuel storages. Right. So we still have about 500,000 litres of fuel, but that brings us into our range. Making it a fast ship would be useful. So we'll keep adding fuel until we get that, but then again, I need more maintenance, don't I? Right, we'll add some engineering spaces. Or do I have anything else? No, that's the best I have right now. So we'll add some of these. So that brings us up to 10,000 tons, and that would give us a... That's not enough. We'll take off one of the engines. And then we'll just add some more engineering spaces. It would have a decent range. Right, so that's 15 engineering spaces. It's going to be a very difficult ship to maintain. Right, we can go back up to 1,000,000 litres. The speed is fairly low. Okay. 299.4 billion kilometer range, speed of 1,764. It has the ability to jump to new solar systems. It's designated as a military vessel. How many more engineering spaces could we get away with? We might bring it up to 20. Then we get 8.63 years. At least then we have more of a backup with the maintenance supplies. And where can we find maintenance supplies? I mean, I could add a little bit of armor to make it a little bit tougher. It is a military vessel after all, so I might give it 5 layers of high-density geranium armor, so at least it might be able to take a hit if it's attacked by anything. Oh. Ah, right, yes. Just too small. We'll remove a layer of armor. There we go, brings us to 9,900 tons. Could add a little bit more fuel just in case. Yeah, add a little bit more fuel. Brings us up to 1,050,000 litres of fuel. I could drop the... No, I'm going to go with this one. It's not the best I could probably make, but I like the fact that this is a nice flat rate of speed. It's capable of jump. It has about 1,050,000 litres of fuel. It's armoured. So... yeah, okay, we'll go for this one then. So we'll have the Washington head back to Earth. Right. So rename your task group to Exploration. Okay. Have the Washington cancel its orders. Okay, remove all. Head back to Earth. Let's go back over to the Toronto. Yeah, you're gonna just keep on going. Fantastic. We do have one research lab that's... oh no, we've already done that one. Okay. So, we'll have that ship come back to Earth. It's gonna take probably a year or more to possibly retrofit it to the new design. Maybe more with the... right, completed orders. So, travelled from there to there in a month. Fantastic. Okay, so we'll go to our industry. Manage shipyards. Right, so retrofit. New class. So take the Zambia. It might be known as a new class now. Zambia MK4. So we may have to retool it. That's disappointing. So we'll go back into this then. We'll go back to the Zambia Mach 3. We'll copy design and then we'll just do this properly. So rename to Zambia 4.1. There we go, Zambia 4.1. We'll add our jump drive. We'll go up to 20 engineering spaces like we had. There we go. Yep. Okay. Have some layers of armor. Some fuel storage. Oops. Okay, remove some of this small fuel storage. Bugger. Remove one of those. There we go. I removed the goddamn bridge again, haven't I? Fuel storage. Okay, I don't know what we've done differently, but apparently it's a different beast. But it's bang on. It will do. Okay, so that's the Zambia Mach 4.1. Retrofit. Maybe it has to be completely retooled. Yeah, okay, so it has to be completely retooled. 2050. So we'll have it retooled to the Zambia 4.1. And we can continue with our research while we wait for that to be completed. It shouldn't take that long. But the Zambia is increasing in size, or at least in weight. Austria failed to load, so I'm guessing it's finished for its task now. The crew of the Washington has been completed shore leave as is fully rested. Okay. 98, yeah, we're finished. Great. So how's our mining rate over on Venus? It is going at 1,764, 1,591, so Luna is falling behind. Wow. That is very difficult uranium to access. God damn, no longer it's going to take so long. Yeah, god damn. Still building our research labs. So I think once we finish with this mining raid, we'll look at building a colony ship, and then we can think about establishing a colony, or a human colony, perhaps on Luna, as it is closer, but I might go for Mars, actually. Maybe Mars, maybe Venus, perhaps. Probably Venus, due to the fact it has more resources. Then again, it would be a hell of a lot harder to terraform. Maybe. I mean, it does... Actually, I think we might just send them to Venus, and then at least we can build, like, normal mines and make it a hell of a lot more efficient. So I think we'll establish a human colony on Venus. It's going to be really difficult. I could just do it on Luna, it would be a hell of a lot easier. So I suppose we might go for Venus. Venus or Luna? Luna or Venus? I might let you guys decide that one in the next session, or for the next session. Okay. Let's keep time on ticking by. Other than that, things are going well. I mean, it's going to be dangerous for us to go through the jump point. I think I might go through jump point 1 to a system called UNSC. Well, I believe that's the UNSC system. We'll have to take a look. Let's go ahead and take a look at the Galactic map. we zoom out... Okay, so that's his maximum zoom level. So we don't know anything yet. Put this other research on here. There we go. How long until you're finished? 59% way through. Whoops. We'll wait for that retooling. I think we should be able to go to our first solar system by the end of this session. It's a little bit early. I mean, there's no real rush. But I'd like to get these things done, and then possibly in a second series or second playthrough, when I've got all these newfound skills, i.e. the fact I've actually played further into the game, then at least I'll be able to do things better second time round. Okay, so go for another 5 days, it might be finished then. And there we go. So we'll take the Benson Naval Yard. Retrofit the... Goddamn, I could retrofit in Austria. That'll be kind of a waste of time. Retrofit you to the... Actually, no, let's take a look at the differences in resources. Corvamide. Where's that Corvamide cost coming from? 9th of August. That's a slightly more... costly ship, that's interesting. Well, I guess we'll retrofit to the Zombie Mark 4.1. Retrofit is 169% of the new ship, wow. So it would be actually cheapest for actually just build a new ship. Let's take a look at the construction. So yeah, it's a lot cheaper that. Okay. I kind of want to retrofit the Washington just for the fact of narrative purposes. It would be a hell of a lot faster for us to just build one. Yeah, wow, that'd take a long time. Zombie. Yeah, that'd take a way too long. That'd take 8 years. Yeah, okay, I guess we're gonna have to construct a new one then. That's still gonna take us 4 years. So we'll call this one the we'll call it the New York. The New York. There you go, you'll be assigned to the ship out there. So I'll send out the Washington to continue exploration. A little bit of a disappointment, but taking 8 years, like 4 times the time, well, the amount of time to retrofit. Well, sorry, 4 times the time to construct a brand new ship. That's not really particularly worth it. So at least we'll keep with this one. Once this new ship has been constructed, then I will retrofit the Washington to the Mark III class. Then at least it can continue its long line of service. Okay. So once this is finished as well, we'll look at cryogenics. I might look at setting up my first colony in the new system, depending on how things go. That would be very interesting. Would add another layer to our logistics problems. We'd probably send a hell of a lot of infrastructure through the wormhole first, after constructing a jump gate. And just getting things set up and ready. Either way, we're still going to need cryogenics. Righto. There we go, so we completed our research. There we go, so that's boosted our mining rates quite nicely. You can see how that's affected the mine rates. But that's really hard to access uranium. That's very difficult. Okay. So we'll go to our research. Power propulsion. Oh, sorry, no, it's logistics I'm looking for. Logistics. And cryogenic transport. What? Okay, that was confusing. There we go. Ah, so it's only 1,000. Not take us long at all. We're out in 2050. Okay, I can have another lab. Bringing us up to 20. We might look at improving our logistics, actually, just to make the ships better. But again, it would be a good time for us to start looking into actual weapon systems. Just restart the music. There we go. A Maton's module would be nice. Okay. Flag bridge. Oh wow, a flag bridge would be cool as well, so we could have like command stuff. But we'll do that soon. We'll take a look into energy weapons, I think. We'll go for lasers. Oh, only 5, really. Okay. Then we'll start queuing up some laser research. Particle beam strength. Particle beam range. Sensors and fire control. Beam fire control range. Well, we could do with some of these sensors actually. Okay. Get some of this research as well. Other than that, things are just taken on by. Rightio. So our new ship will be ready soon, with New York. Well, I mean, it will be interesting to see what we find on the other side. Could find a hostile race, could find a friendly one. We need to be prepared, so that's why we're going into our weapons research now. So perhaps by the time we actually go through the solar system, well, the wormhole, we might be able to set up a orbital defense platform or something like that, and have it towed out towards the jump gate. Lovely. I could design a colony ship, actually. I think we'd probably just take one of the, we'd probably just take the Austria class and retrofit that. Okay, so we'll go over here then. That will be next time. So I'm going to bring the session to close here. And yes, in the next session we can design a colony ship, we can travel to the new system, and we can start working on weapon systems, I believe, as well as setting up a human colony. I'd kind of like the idea of setting up a colony in another solar system, just for... well, just for the experience of it, really. I think it would add a hell of a lot more logistics to our experience. So I hope you guys enjoyed it so far, and if you have, please do let me know in the comments, and especially if you have any tips, hints, and etc. like that, then please do let me know. I absolutely adore those things, and I really do need them. So thank you guys so much for watching. I hope the music has been okay. I think the music just improves the situation, well, the experience. So remember guys, if you have liked this, you can go ahead and subscribe, and until next time, goodbye.